Welcome to another episode of Robbie Comics. My name is Robbie, and these are comics. So we're up to issue 6 of the Godzilla King of the Monsters read-through series. And this basically continues on from the last issue, issue 5, with Dr. Demonicus, after Godzilla defeats all of Dr. Demonicus's sort of monsters that he has. In this episode, as the name suggests, looks like S.H.I.E.L.D. actually managed to capture Godzilla in this one. But there's a little bit of a kind of like issue with once he's captured, and then you see, although it's not officially marked as the first appearance of the Red Ronin does actually appear in this issue towards the end. Although the Key Collector Comics app says that the next issue, issue 7, is the first appearance of Red Ronin, but you'll see in a second that it's actually in this episode. So basically the story will comprise of the S.H.I.E.L.D. gangs plus Dum Dum and Gabriel coming up with a plan to capture Godzilla, and we'll see what kind of chaos ensues there. So you've got Godzilla captured on the front cover. This right here is actually the new S.H.I.E.L.D. sort of helicopter used to capture Godzilla, or helicarrier, sorry. It's just a big chunky helicarrier called, or nicknamed, Behemoth, which is quite interesting. I don't think the print quality in this issue is all that great, so apologies in advance for that. So we've got so this is straight after the fight of issue 5, after Godzilla takes out those 3 monsters from Dr. Demonicus. So this is Gabe kind of like circling around, trying to figure out what to do with Godzilla. Sort of keeping an eye on him whilst Godzilla looks like he's finding a place to rest in this cave, and he takes a well-deserved nap. And this is the new helicarrier down in this corner here. It's the design is kind of hilarious. It's very square, very rectangular. It's kind of interesting as a design concept, but it's still got that kind of like space, like old sort of 21st century in the 80s style, sort of sci-fi style there, which is really cool. Oh, sea monkeys, used to love those as a kid. They're great. So this is them all coming together to discuss what they're going to do, and they're sort of celebrating the fact that the new helicarrier has been created, and obviously Stark Industries is involved. So this right here, this is the first appearance, I would say, of Red Ronin as a blueprint, essentially, but you'll see a better image of him later. They sort of go on to discuss how this is like one of the characters whose name I can't remember right now, who is like his grandfather's sort of project, which is this badass mech suit. Used to deal with all sorts of kaiju, but mainly Godzilla in this case. So it's a bit of a romance blooming with those two characters at the minute. And you can see they're sort of discussing what they're going to do with Godzilla and sort of a way to take him out. And you see Gabriel sort of coming on board, and sort of Dum Dum and Gabriel are having a bit of an argument about what to actually do with Godzilla and how to sort of control him. And then they start going on with their attacks. So you've got Dum Dum and Gabriel leading the charge here in their, again, crazy designed spacecraft or aircraft there. And their plan is to basically knock Godzilla out with a bunch of sort of, I guess, sleeping gas for all intents and purposes. You see them sort of firing off all the rockets, and Godzilla sort of breathing in the fumes there. Dum Dum's like, what? He's still standing, coming out of the blasted cave? We dumped 32 payloads of gas. He's coming out fighting. Well, of course he's coming out fighting. He's Godzilla, mate. But unfortunately, it doesn't last long for Godzilla. It looks like the gas takes effect and just woof, knocks him out. And then they load him up into the helicarrier. I just like just the thinking of this design here. I absolutely love it, but you can see it's just hilarious to me how like this is obviously quite thin. Like this is maybe like like a line that defines, so it's like paper thin down this side here, so where all these gadgets and gizmos are like attached to, you know, it's just funny to me, but still like a hilarious design nonetheless. But yeah, you can obviously see then you got more of a size comparison between Godzilla and like the people, because they're just kind of walking on as though it's just like a little bit of a hill or a mountain. More crazy adverts. Cool, so this is them putting Godzilla in some kind of like containment tank area. You can see they're kind of like lifting him up and putting him in. And then this is when Rob Takiguchi starts to sort of see the Red Ronin. So this is Red Ronin here. So this is technically, I guess, his first appearance. And he sees the Red Ronin as a way to save Godzilla rather than to destroy him. So like I said before in previous episodes, Rob's the kind of like sympathetic ear to Godzilla and sees him more of a less of a threat and, you know, less of a human killing monster than all the other people seem to look at him as. I should probably just do an episode dedicated to all the adverts in these comics, because there's so many of them. Okay, so then, yeah, this is Rob entering the cockpit of the Red Ronin, putting on the headset, and unfortunately, as soon as he activates it, he gets knocked out, basically fries his brain. But what you come to find is the Red Ronin is, I think it gets mapped to one user. So I'm pretty sure throughout the rest of the series, Rob's the only one who can pilot the Red Ronin. But then you've got an issue ensuing over here that Godzilla's awoken from his sort of from the sleeping gas, and he's looking to break out and trash the place. Yeah, it looks like Godzilla's using his atomic breath here, melting all the glass and whatnot. And yeah, manages to escape, just explodes out of his containment area. So it's not a very not a very good containment area, but yes, so that's it. Nothing can contain Godzilla, even when he's a sleepy boy. Enslaved no more, and in action for the first time, the most stupendously awesome new character in Marvel history. Future fighter. Referencing the Red Ronin in that one. Oh my god, that's so creepy. What is that? Patty Prayer? That's terrifying. Oh my god. Cool. So that was issue 6 of Godzilla. Yeah, it's nothing really crazy happening in this one. I think it's more setting up the Red Ronin. Red Ronin will basically appear in the next like 2 or 3 episodes. So that's going to be pretty cool. But we'll leave it there for today. And as always, peace out and stay crispy.